Alright, I'm back. Jesus. I just came back laughing at my own shit. Just, laughing at whatever. But, yeah. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Another 2 hours. That'll probably be where I stop. Alright, this thing's almost out of battery, isn't it? Alright, let me, turn this fucker off and get the other one. Wait. Over here. Excuse me. The fuck? Oh, that's what it's like then. Alright, getting getting my cables tangled up. Okay, let's do this thing. Part 3 of A Realm Reborn. The adventurer's victory over Ifrit, the Lord of the Inferno, prompts comparisons to be made to the fabled Warrior of Light. Yet even as the feat draws the admiration of the masses, so too does it draw the ire of the shadowy Asians. To what end these masked individuals' scheme remains to be seen, the search for answers beginning with the one named La Habrea. Alright, well, let's go find good old La Habrea. Do it. Guess it's back to the Waking Sands. That's right, that's where the last chapter ended. Shadow of Darkness. Man, I remember those days. When I was someone running across the ground like that, and I saw somebody fly right over me. Like I just did. Ah, excuse me. Almost sneezed. When I would see people fly right over me like this, I was like, you cocksuckers. And now I'm the one flying, I'm like, haha, fool! I'm flying first class over here, and we get free ice cream. No, honestly, I was kind of like, shit, I can't wait till I can do that. That was pretty much it. Good day, Leon. I trust your investigation is faring well. Sure. Always gotta say hi to Tataru, you know? There to greet us all the time. You still say the same things before? Yeah. His investigation has yielded curious results, and he's about pondering how best to proceed. You keep at it, Thancred, you'll get somewhere eventually, right? What's up? I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, Leon. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so while our hands are not bound dealing with another primate. At present, we know little and less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ulga, to inquire further. I did just drink my daily kale smoothie, so I'm got a lot of water in me just now. Um, yeah. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Leon. I'll do my best. My usual answer, because it's the only answer I can give. I can never say fucking no! I knew we'd come back to Ulda. That's why I forgot I was in the Balmung server. Place is always packed here. Look at this shit. So many people here. Alright, Swift. What's up? The Masked Man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Danoland. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of kickers. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Damn. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Fuck, I might have to go blow my nose in a minute. Oh, another side effect of drinking that thing I forgot about. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide you. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? What the fuck did you think I meant? Can't interpret it the way he did. A little lost there. Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Here comes... oh, incoming filler side quest time again. Just like, you know, when we were looking for the elder of the little, cabbage dudes. When the Order of Nalthol began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless beastman raids, folk were too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Ah, so I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. You want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Anything to try and make a buck off you. Once they realize they're not going to, though, then they get pissed. They'll tell you to fuck off. I've heard tell of the Masked Devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but everywhere elsewhere about Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Check, make sure my busy status is up. On the trail of a masked man? Ah, I've heard of him. but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Okay. Better than nothing. You look shady, huh? Your mate's a shady man. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. There it is. Your mate's a shady. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the kicker raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Alright. Fuck, I hate the BRB again, but I gotta clean my nose. I'm kind of allergic to one of the ingredients in that thing, I don't know.
Fuck!
Christ, that might as well have been another goddamn 10-minute break. That took forever. I went to go clean my nose, and then afterwards I had to fucking take a piss, so... I was like, well, great, this just turned into a restroom break, too. So that's why I came back and was just like... Alright, moving on and getting back on track. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are rough for us merchants at the moment. Tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kickern raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Instead of high times, it's high bridge times. Where there is smoke. Okay, what's with all the marijuana references? I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find the masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. I get the feeling it won't actually be him, but... As if in answer, some Kickern appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I guess so. Smoldering coal. What's up, fool? Oh my god, I haven't put on my jobstone again. Corpse Brigade Foot Soldier. Yep, this was not the masked man we were looking for. There we go. If I had had that on, I could have just jumped on the bastard from way up there. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? This? This scroll! It bears a prayer to Rhalgr the Destroyer! In case you're unfamiliar, Rhalgr is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That's what I said. About being successful in capitalism and business. Networking. He knows this, that's why he's like, I wish I had that many contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead. Darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? No, I think I'm good. On to Little Alamigo. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Dandelion. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is a favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has her relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. Excuse me. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I'd hoped that you would linger here a while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. I remember being here a lot longer last time, but that's probably because I was doing all the side quests. Our time here was pretty short. So this is Little Alamigo. A lot of refugees came here. Why yes, Hihibaru was my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. So he's the one who's going to give me a rough welcome. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? Then why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Well, there we go. He told us to fuck off. Wait a minute. Frustrated as they are, the young ones here will give you quarrels simply for want of something to do. All it takes is a straight gaze. Watch yourself. We're in the hood, basically. Key for 3. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say it sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for a Malta to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity there, I'd like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet dandelion tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't ye considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain. Hiding among the refugees like as not. Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. You then! Are you in a Malta? No? Then carry on. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet phenolin. I'm gonna enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. That guy's just one-track mind. He's mind on the job, and that's it. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Shoo, shoo! Don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. They're right over there, too. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe. But assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. This looks borderline like detention weather in Gridania. Which we saw just before we left, after the job quest. Or the class quest. It signals that a certain enemy has spawned. Here, though, it's just nighttime and it's foggy. That's it. Not, nothing special here. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Open door. So you're determined to press on with your investigation? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible. A common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. Hold on. Wait. Pause, champ. I almost sneezed. Dude, there's a rough battle going on back there. Do you see that? Reprisal, stun. The numbers. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Well, the only well-connected people I know are back at the Waking Sands. So that's where we're going. The Scions. Alright. I think this music has run its course. It's time to turn it off. I wanted to keep it on for a while just to showcase it, but it's gone on long enough at this point. I'm getting a little tired of it. No more mount music for a while. Good evening, Leon. I trust your investigation is faring well. Sure. For a while. I will turn it back on later. For reasons. I'll just say that. But for now, I'm going to turn it off. We can get more of the atmosphere of the areas we're visiting now. There it is. Ankrat's still sitting there, pondering. Welcome back, Leon. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. Damn. 20 years? To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships? Thought I was gonna burp. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. There he goes. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Meeting with the Resistance. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. Yeah. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Sure, there was something I was going to say about that too. I lost it now. Hey, how are you guys doing? People in masks cannot be trusted, but Biggs and I wear masks all the time when welding. Good point. If only Master Garland were still with us. He was a brilliant man, full of life and purpose. Kind and generous, he taught us everything we know about engineering. But believe me, he could also be a very hard person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices if even a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. Damn, that is rough. A lot of people to talk to, but you know what? We haven't really talked to our co-workers and comrades, I guess I can say. Maybe we should get the lay of the land here. Or not the lay of the land, but like the vibe of the place. Hey, who's this guy? Clive. Greetings, Scion. I come on behalf of the students of Baldessian. You may address me as Clive. Is there some reason you are still here? Please, carry on. I am not here to see you. Hey, jeez. Rude fuck. As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the lands of Eorzea are gasping under the pall of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply that disaster has left such gloom in its wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax our vigilance. Okay. You stole. Orianche, what are you doing? Knowest thou the import of the broken staff within the solar? It fell from the grasp of Archon Louis Swan, a man who, in his abiding love for all Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. The stars wheel across the heavens and the skies brighten once more. The survivors gather and ignite a fiery dawn to burn away the glowering shroud. Ah, but Destiny, thou art beautiful. So they managed to recover the pieces. We saw that staff break in that cutscene, the intro to this game, the trailer. When Bahamut came out and Louis Swan tried to fight him. Or at least shield us from him. So they recovered the pieces and they have it on display in the solar. So I'll go check that out in a minute. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth the hassle to prove who he was. I mean, maybe some folk would say, "Good on you, mate, thanks for fighting to save Eorzea," and whatnot. But I reckon most would ask what we've done for him lately, if not spit in our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the goddamn world. I wasn't trying to... Okay, fine, we'll talk to Naraxia first. No, hold on. Jeez, I didn't even know you could talk to him from this far away. Rabatia, or Abatia. A masked man? I vaguely recall some Amalja ranting about something like that in the middle of a skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening too closely on account of the fact that their friends were trying to kill me. I don't mean to waste your time, friend, but that's the only thing what comes to mind. Ehrenwald. To meet with the antecedent soon to discuss a matter of great import. Abba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it would be good if it was, yes? I mean, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. What are you two up to? Look, Noraxia, I realize that this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted in Ul'dah whereby... Please just trust me and stay out of sight. Walking ones from Ul'dah have not seen these ones before, this one knows. Still, must walking ones make such screaming sounds when seeing this one's face? This one cannot get a wink of rest. Oh, that's why he said that. That was a reply to that. Noraxia and I both wear a mask. We're gonna get along famously. I just know it. That's just a shop. Yeah. And an armor mender. Aren't I not supposed to be able to do that on New Game Plus? The fuck? Well, never mind. They're an exception, I guess. Alright. The main man, Haribert, what's up? If it isn't Leon Starcrest, Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarrymill. Say my name when you meet her and she won't lead you astray. Albreda, huh? Well, let's do a little detour and go see the staff that they were talking about. So this is it. Yeah, that is Louis Suave's staff. Well, at least they were able to recover the broken parts. I forgot which one of the 12 that is. It's the one that the people in Charlian worship, right? The most? Every nation state worships a different one. Everyone except the one I wanted to target, Jesus. Eh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Huh. Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. I know your friend in the silence. Haribert sent you? Yeah? Grr, that worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefrid, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. This guy? Oh my god. Seriously? Killing him softly. Killing me softly, killing me softly. Hi, I'm Mefrid, a proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Gallian, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Gallian dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarrymill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. I'll do my best. Which is all I ever say nowadays, isn't it? I'm just a yes man. They just tell me to go and I go. I live to serve, I guess. One of Mefford's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all. But that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, it might be as she'll listen. But I wouldn't get my hopes up. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer. But I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Tollwood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Excuse me. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. That's fucked up. And this was pretty much the first time that Gridania really rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, really? Because the elementals don't wilt for outsiders to be able to partake in all this abundance of fresh greens? I was like, man, fuck y'all. That's fucked up. And he agrees with me. That's how it's to be then? The bloody here might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I'm with you, dude. That's fucked up. That is incredibly fucked up. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. Excuse me. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Just because I didn't want to waste it. Damn. Sun hurts to sneeze out of nowhere. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Yep. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Rolgar, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscarum, would you? More than you know, actually, yeah. We've met like twice now already. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Oh. About to go meet our old friend again. Ah, Leon, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. Hmm? You've got something to show me. Yep, I do. Check this out. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say, he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Corium? Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Hey, man. He's a homie now. Off the bridge. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Right here. Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Oh, it's right there. Motherfucker. There we go. Mefford, he ain't heavy. Adventurer! Galleon has gone missing! He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before. Or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albretta. Might be as the woman's seen something. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Shit. Just because he doesn't want to be a burden. Out in the wilds? Alone? That fool! That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. You fool! No, okay. Didn't see the arrow. I thought it was like probably in a different place. Watch out! A goblin! What? Oh shit! Asshole. You're safe now, friend. Galleon! Captain! But why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. Can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. Sorry, I got a little emotional. They really care about each other. It's like the first time I've choked up in a little while. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here until he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Nice. I've won their trust here, so I can win their trust over there now. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Meffred? It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. God be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend. Any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Sweet. The bear and the young'un's cares. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. Adeline? Can't even see her. So dark. Gundabald sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... oh. You don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it? What the hell are you hiding? You bring up our heritage every time I disagree with you? What the hell's going on here? A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. You guys alright? Do not mind her, it's not that she hates you, she hates everyone. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. Alright. Albert. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious-like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark me words. Okay. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise up against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. Excuse me. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Wilred wants you. Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. That doesn't sound shady at all. Why didn't he just talk to me here? One big ass motherfucker. What's up, Bullrid? Good to meet you. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis an ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why were you snooping about? Did the Empire send you? Or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him! Wrong move, asshole. It did reach him. Oh wait, we could have just brought them to their knees. That all you got, asshole? You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like. But nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're gonna obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. Oh shit. Only because I have to fly all the way around. It's not a direct route. I have to, like... Well, you saw what I had to do. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies? That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. I'm with you, dude. They tried to take me out. Big trouble in little Alamico. Nice. What was that? Where's that come from? Big trouble in Little China or something like that? Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald. That happened to you? Bertleana! Gods preserve! What happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to their hideout, and they... The whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? That's pretty fucked up. I think I know... my first time through, I understood what she was implying. And they were very, very subtle about it, and with her wording at least, but anyone with half a brain knows what the hell she just went through. What they did to her. And they laughed at her the whole time and taunted her, too. That's beyond fucked up. Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred. He saw me outside. He was so angry. Of course he was. Knowing what they did to you? I must tend to Bertleana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Yeah. Yeah, I would think so. They're probably incredibly, overwhelmingly, and justifiably pissed off. Knowing what they did to her. Is there a second floor here? No, there's only here. Oh, I look around better. That was, my first time through the game, that was the first time I was like, this game can get pretty dark. You know? Alluding to essentially, the raping of a woman by a group of men is like... That's fucking brutal. I was like, Jesus Christ. This game can get pretty dark. No one deserves to go through something like that. Man or woman, honestly. But women are most often victims of such atrocities. What are you gonna do, Wilrid? O mighty Ralger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Oh, he put a symbol on the rock there. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Crystal? What the fuck are you gonna do? If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? I don't have it or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Map? I don't see no map. I'm good. Cool, man. Oh my god, that was kind of funny. When your character lets out a fucking yell like that when you take fall damage, that's it's great. What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us, right? Fuck them. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. With Wilrid to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Again, they're rightfully pissed off. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife? And a map of Zanra? Wait, you said Wilrid spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness! The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Shit. If they die like this, they're not gonna... That won't help anybody. Then they're definitely never gonna get their payback for what those assholes did to Bertliana. But I can see why they set their ambitions so high. They want to try to summon Primal for themselves. To use against the dudes who did that to her, basically. I understand wanting revenge for something like that, but you're gonna get yourself killed just trying to gain the power to do it. Wilrid, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were gonna reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were gonna make an offering of crystals to Ralger to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. Oh. So that's how it is. And now you realize you're way in over your head. We plotted to sneak into Xanarak and make off with the Lizardman's cache. Or I think it's just cache. The Lizardman's cache. But they caught us and... so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens! You shall pay for your crimes with your souls. And not this shit again. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. I'm with him. You heard the man. He's going down. Forgive us, we only wanted... The excuses will keep. Yeah, we gotta fight right now. The whelps must pay for their crimes. Says who? I will not let you harm them. Come ye, blessed of our Lord's breath. Adventurer, stay close to Wilrid. The fuck is he? So fucking many of them. I lost him. Alamegan conscript. We almost have them. Wait, the fuck die already? We have some health on them. It's a fuck ton of them. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. But wait! We've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, right for the picking. You're still on that? Have you learned nothing, Wilbred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Walger. Excuse me. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Leon will wish to hear it as well. No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared. The masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralger, about using crystals, and then just... vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. Well, I guess it's fine now. You learned your lesson. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Thank you, friend. We've come a long way from when I first got here, huh? When he was like, fuck off! Back to square one. Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilwood told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Well, at least we kinda sorta helped set things right with them. So we got no closer to finding the bastard that we're after. My thoughts are still with Berthiana. That's, horrific things she was subjected to. Things like that linger with you when, you know how fucked up that really is. And you may or may not know victims of something like that in real life too. It resonates with you, you know? Basically, what happened to Birthday on it feels too real, man. It's not something, obviously it's not something that's happened to me, but I'm obviously implying I've known people who have unfortunately gone through that. Welcome back, Leon. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Yeah, he's trying to get people to summon more assholes. Well, primals. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull siren. Did you say something? I just punt her across the room. Nothing, my lady. There you go, see? That's to get rid of her. Get out of here. I'm just kidding, I love Zatara, she's fine. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. That's kind of what she was telling us to do, yeah. Error at Fallgord. While you were tending to business in Thanolin, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habre's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Araxia can furnish you with all the details. Well, with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Leon. Will do. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ashcrown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrid had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrid. Digging One is to be found at Fallgord Float in the North Shroud. Let's see. But please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. There's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrid is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold a conversation. Another email to add to the... I'm adding him to favorites because I know we're going to need them later again. There it is. Alright, calm down, man. Shh, we got this, alright? So you're okay, man. You're amongst friends now. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm gonna suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I think I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. That's the guy. This is almost like an FF7 trying to hunt down Sephiroth, going to every town and asking if they've seen a man in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me that she'd died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? Excuse me. You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medred's hysteria ever again. All right, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Oh, it's got dark outside. Just past 6 p.m. Yep. There it is. The bun boy just did what I did. This is so ridiculous. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the Scalekin, known as Z's, could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? Who the fuck is still attacking me? Little shit. And I'm dead. Almost. If it wasn't for her distracting him, I would have died right there. 1 HP, aggroed him, dead. But I guess the Z's wouldn't have aggroed until I did something, right? Like attack it first. I guess because that other person aggroed it, I thought it had aggroed on me and I was about to die. I was like, shh! I shouldn't have jumped from that ledge! I remember when that happened to me in my blind playthrough of Shadowbringers. That shit was embarrassing. I had no idea what killed me either. I was like, what the fuck just happened? You've already seen to the Z's? Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Z's from our list of suspects. Which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Z's is so ridiculous. The hell is 2 quests? Rock of Rancor. Smoking a pipe? What was that in their hand? There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Yeah, you probably should, actually. You're kinda cute. Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. Flash and moan, you say? This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Oh, I can only get one at a time? Oh, that's awful. See, if this wasn't New Game Plus and I was just going through it normally, you could accept both quests at the same time. But the way New Game Plus is programmed, you cannot accept more than one main scenario quest at a time. Which is a little yikers, just a little bit, because it rarely happens, but sometimes there's branching paths like this that reconverge, of course. It's not like it changes anything. But you have to do both quests. But you could double them up before. But if you're doing New Game Plus, nope, you gotta do them one at a time now. Great. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, is this it? This is the rock that what's she saying? Gasps or does something and moans? Well, let's see how loud it moans to this. I'm gonna blow it the fuck up. Let's go. Yeah, that was a pretty loud moan. Holy shit. A poor rock. It felt that one, didn't it? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. It just screamed out in pain. I'm just picking up its pieces now. Fucking wrecked. It's getting fucking warm. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. But what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Yeah, I feel like I heard their voice before somewhere too, I don't know where. But those spirits are long gone now. Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning expected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Really. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. So fire sand stick must be their name for dynamite, since that's literally what a dynamite stick is. Seeing eye to winged eye. There is something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medred's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medred's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with the giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. This time it was a scream. That's some fucking... a rock that moans. So I said you heard a scream here. It's gonna take a while. Jesus. Oh shit! Oh, there it is! The fucking... Jesus Christ, man! Scared the shit out of me! Fucking Bane Knight. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I'm forcing the comedy too much right now. It's all the filler quests, I can't help myself. I'm doing all this to fucking... lighten the load a little bit, make it a little bit more, a little more fun. So much filler right now. I have to try and, you know, make it funny at least. But yes, I am forcing it a little too much right now. And yet I still make myself laugh. A monstrous bane might appeared. And you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Fallgorge. Shit. I know, but you should have heard what it screamed at me before I went down. I don't know why the hell it was so pissed, but it's just like, fucking. Oh god, I'm stupid. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder. Was it truly a winged eyeball I saw? Or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Well, what's the verdict, Medric? The power of deduction. Now that looked like a fucking creepy ass eye right there. Oh my god, what the hell? I was trying to start reading out loud what it says right there, and I just started laughing again. I almost bit my own tongue. Jesus. Kinda hurt. Oh. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I have been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. Seriously, what the fuck? Well, we all know what winged eyeballs are in the Final Fantasy series. Ahriman! But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... God, of course. There must be more than one of the buggers. Oh, it's so obvious. But then that means... Since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. This is turning into a creepy ghost story. Good thing it's nighttime right now, it's very fitting. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. They're bailing. They're out. They're like, This just turned into a creepy-ass ghost story, basically. They're dipping. They're like, good luck, dude. My friends and I call ourselves gold diggers. Why? Because we dream of striking it rich at a stroke. Alright, it's not that funny. I'll shut up now. Striking it rich at a stroke. Huh. Well, glad to know I'm not the only one with cringy humor. They're not really talking about what just happened. This is generic dialogue. A vein of gold or a good man. But I swear one day I will find a motherlode. What are you smoking there? Weed? Tobacco? Something else? They would have their own name for it in here, of course. That good kush? Mangled corpse. Oh, shit! Jesus Christ. Look at this thing. Ugly motherfucker. Oh man, her face. They obviously put a mask on her to cover it up. But that's because they're trying to imply that, something happened to it. Remember, they told us that, the victims were found with scratches all over their faces. Well, that must have been the Ariman they were talking about, but they don't want any more part of this, so I'm just gonna go tell the authorities like they asked me to. So they bailed. They bailed on this whole investigation. I'm on my own for the rest of this ghost story. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Yeah. Take a look at this body. Heartbeat, good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women, excuse me. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Stumbles. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. The power of deduction. Hi! Secret of the White Lily. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Right on, dude. I should give him the, is it special, or... God, I have too many emails then. The Serpent Salute. He's a Serpent Sergeant. Oh, right. I was gonna use return. Good evening to you, Leon. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for stones and herb tea. Ah, you'd be right. It's been a while, Leon. How are you? Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite, artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette. Bernadette over by the Aetherite Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Okay. And that's where we go. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Check out this cute button. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the White Lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Sangold over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. First-name basis, okay. Oh, stomping grounds. Bernadette believes that I can help you? Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Check out this cute button. Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Grudonians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait. A memory comes to me. Of late there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Oh wow, you are perceptive as hell, Jesus. No shortcuts there, gonna have to huff it. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. Damn, dude. I just want to talk. You want to be left alone that badly? Look, just tell me what this button's about, alright? The sigil of the D'Artancourt's family. That's a hell of a name. Huh. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face... was it marred in any way? Oh, it was fucked up, dude. I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I just pictured Leon saying it like that. It was fucked up, dude. Like, I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. The hell are you talking about? What's going on? What do you know? Skeletons in her closet. Spit it out, old man. What you got? I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the D'Artancourts. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. So beautiful and kind. Okay. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. But she was a victim of the calamity, and it fucked up her biggest asset, which was her face, and basically her overall beauty. And the Asians took advantage. What exactly did they convince her into doing? These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home of not for nigh on half a century. Jesus. I forgot Ellison's age a lot slower than yours. He's over 50 years old, and he doesn't even look that old. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience, till you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor on the western edge of the Central Shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. It's a hell of a request, dude. But I did agree to it in exchange for the information you gave me, so... I guess I gotta hold up my end of the bargain then. Any more words of wisdom before I leave? Nah, his dialogue is like as if I already been there, so... You actually have to do a little side quest just to be able to use this fucking door. So weird. It's like because the monsters are here are a lot stronger than the rest of the area. But it's like you can still just climb Dunstan's Spire over here from this area and still get here. But they still sealed this door and made it so that you have to pass a quest at like level 30 whatever. Kinda like wherever I'm at right now. Which is still not in the 30s, is it? Late 20s there? We'll look where you. Oh, I can't even target this one. Yeah, about 25 or so. You have to pass a little side quest to be able to use that door. Really weird. But it's the only area that does this. Lanosha and Ulda don't have it, or Phantom, to be more precise, don't have an area like that. It's not like, yeah, it's not like that at all. And there she is. There's those eyeballs. Cages. Yep. Nothing bad's gonna happen here. Totally. Just a giant, foreboding mansion. If I had a Wesker soundbite, now would be the perfect time for him to say it, right? Wow. What a mansion. I guess he wouldn't say it until we got inside, though. Hey, look who's here! Probably waiting for Q. Because, well... You guessed it. It's another dungeon! Yay! Hawk Manor, now accessible. Well, let's go in then. Once used by seed seers as a place for spiritual reflection and meditation, Hawk Manor was long frowned upon by the people of Gridania as a symbol of excess. After years of protest, the building was finally sold to a wealthy Wildwood Ellison by the name of Lady Amandine. While little is known of the lady, it was said that she was exceptionally vain, and that to maintain her impeccable beauty she would spare no expense. From facial creams concocted from rare Perthan honeys to shampoos derived from the milk of exotic furbals, her daily ritual of beauty treatments escalated until it was rumored she was bathing in the blood of her virgin maidservants. Jesus Christ. But that sounds like the story we were just told by what's-his-name. No amount of man-made tinctures, however, could hide the hideous scars she eventually suffered during the calamity, and soon she was forced to turn to a darker solution. Excuse me. Signing away her very soul in a final effort to literally save face. Ha! I see what you did there. Clever. Alright, let's go inside. Nice little attempted jump scare there. They're setting the tone for the place. I like the music. The organ's going in. And so it begins. Okay. Time to speedrun Resident Evil Remake. We gotta go look for keys to unlock doors that lead to more keys to unlock more doors. Then we can reach the second floor. But first, we're in this gigantic main hall. So what would Barry say here? What is this place? I gotta get a soundboard for those guys. The voices. This place is gigantic though. Wow, what a mansion! Let's start by searching the first floor. Because I literally can't go to the second floor. Can you sit here? Oh, they're not programmed for that. They're not coded for it. Well, you can do that. Why does this hallway look straight out of the fucking haunted mansion at Disneyland or something? Well, here come one of our maidservants. Damn. She didn't even know what hit her. She got fucking speared. Her too. These are her maidservants? Boba! What do you want? A carpet stain? And an attic bat. Carpets. Nice name for the slugs. Yep, it's like no one's lived here for ages. Alright, let's get to searching already. Enough of this palaver. Mannequins with suits of armor. Looks like shit's gone down here. Oh shit. Jesus. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, where the fuck did she come from? Use a tiny key to unlock the door? Yeah. Because I don't have the Master of Unlocking with a lockpick with me right now. His name is Jill Valentine. So I gotta just, you know, do it the Chris Redfield way and find little keys like this to open these simple lock doors. Treasure. Well, I played music here. Fuck it, I'm gonna kill every one of you. Fools. Oh. A little key. I like keys. But then you just want to find the door it belongs to. That stock scream sound effect. Jesus. Ivy door. Well, I don't have I'm guessing that's probably where I'm gonna get the key. Let's see what's over here first. I like that I was able to show up at Hawk Manor during nighttime too. It set the tone really nicely before we came in. Beautiful. Is this like a ballroom for dancing? Let's loot your corpse real quick. Pardon me for putting my hands there, but I kind of needed that key off you. And we're back at the main hall. Okay, so we got a shortcut back here. See? It's just like Resident Evil, guys. Sometimes you unlock shortcuts back to previous areas when you unlock a lot of doors. For convenience sake, you know? Fast traveling back to where you've made progress. Oh shit! Didn't know that would happen. Damn, he didn't line up. We got the damn key. Damn, this place is a wreck. Oh! Foundation door. I'll favor my left. Yep. Shit! Some treasure. Look at all this loot. Not even that much right now, no. Just wanted to say that. Key. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, Jesus. What? Oh, leave me the hell alone. Quartz flies. Jesus. What the hell was they doing down here? What the hell is this thing used for? Yikes. It's not a good way to go. I'll tell you that right now. Beasts! It's like that was a wasted key. But they give you more than enough. So if you pick up all of them, it doesn't matter. Wine cellar. We never found a dining room, as Barry would say. But we found a wine cellar. It's good enough, I suppose. Well, we got the key. Might as well. Not much different from the rest of the place. Dark and sinister as fuck. Which one of you wants to go first? He looks like he volunteered. Bloody parchment. I wonder what that's for. We've seen most of these torture devices already. Death machines, more like. Demonic purple flames. This place is all manner of fucked up, or as Barry would say, I can't believe. What the hell is this place anyway? Yeah. Alright. Let's go back to the main hall. See if this bloody parchment unseals this. Read from the bloody parchment? I couldn't think of anything to say. That did it though. We now have access to the second floor. Start from over here. We're not going that way. Cool. Is that her? Boo over here. Well, that's what she turned into, huh? Well, give me a sec, because I didn't realize that would trigger the boss fight. I haven't been here in a while. I didn't check this place out. Although, triggering the boss fight, though, did make this place look a lot more sinister now. Oh shit, you can land back in the first floor hall through here. Never knew that. Well, that's cozy. If the whole environment wasn't so sinister. Alright, now we've seen everything. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking Hadouken. Just shot an energy dragon at her. 14 minutes and 12 seconds. This one was almost half as long as yeah, it's about half as long as Totoro, I guess. That one had a lot more to explore. That one was more of a labyrinth, that's why. This one just kind of had the key gimmick, but it wasn't that bad. About she was on. Well, may she rest in peace, I suppose. You won't be killing innocent girls anymore. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of sea. Vanity? One cannot help but admire the irrepressible... Excuse me. The irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. I mean, she's gone now, but yeah, I can see what you mean. Oh shit! It's two of them! Ascian of the 12th Staff. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. Ascian of the 12th Sword. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Oh yeah? You gonna try to stop me? Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Oh, great. It was all a bait. Just to see how strong I become? Fare you well, bringer of light. Shit. Oh, there goes that. Fully encased in armor. I think that's close to Caesar, right? Yeah, it is. Deed is done, my friend. You are returned! What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. She turned into a blood-sucking succubus, it looked like. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. Yeah, kind of a tragic story. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair. Hey look, he caught up with me! The same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. That's true. It matters not wherefore, though through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Damn, dude. That's pretty noble of you to seek redemption that way. Well, least I can do is wish you luck and, there it is. Comfort you a little. Good luck, buddy. Not every story has a perfectly happy ending. Same thing as before. Tancred's still sitting there, moping a little bit. Contemplating his next move, I guess. Welcome back, Leon. Sounds like a broken record at this point. Go here, then come back. Go there, then come back. Go here, then come back. Go there, and come back. Now I'm starting to realize why that meme was a thing. Pray return to the waking sands. Sums up all of a Realm Reborn, apparently. Starting to see it. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. I've heard her say that quite a few times already, too. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelveswood? Well, a lot of shit happened. 2 of La Habrea's minions? And they sought to measure your strength. By their own admission? Apparently. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Asians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet it will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the 3 nations to the presence of this elusive enemy and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Asians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Right on. Wrath of the Titan. Well, let's go for it.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, 2 primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The Echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will accept?
Never had a choice. Yep, apparently
Thank you.
we're going headlong into untold danger.
We can't very well send him to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola. Can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very
Sweet.
well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You'll be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward.
Quite the leader, isn't she?
Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
She assigned tasks like it was nobody's business. She was like, alright, you two go in there, you over there, and I want you guys over there. Basically. A woman of authority. I like that. Thank you for agreeing to handle Titan the kobolds. As Y'shtola mentioned, the mission will be fraught with danger, so we will want to spare no preparation. I shall look forward to your triumphant return, as shall all your comrades. Go, with the blessing of the crystal. The next segment will be short, but I would rather keep this at a 2-hour mark. So I'll take a 5-minute break, and then come back to just do, like, about an hour. So, the next part will be short, but at least I can keep this from being 3 hours. I prefer that, honestly. If I ever had to download these and upload them manually, 3 hours would suck. So, BRB in about 5 minutes.